Welcome back, everybody. Senator Steve Daines was in Great Falls today for a discussion on the state of agriculture in Montana and the coronavirus food assistance program. He and USDA Undersecretary Bill Northey listened to Montanans discuss some of the challenges they have faced during the coronavirus pandemic. For more on the senator's visit to Great Falls, here's MTN's Matt HOLZAPFEL.
Senator Daines and Undersecretary Northey spent their morning listening to farmers, ranchers, and representatives from different organizations across Montana on a variety of topics, including the effectiveness of the Paycheck Protection Program, how the CFAP loans have affected Montana residents so far, and even what a second wave of the program might look like. After a tour of ag trucks and equipment, Daines and Northey headed down to Bumgarner Farm to hear how some Montana residents have been affected by the coronavirus pandemic.
Agriculture is our #1 industry in Montana, and that's why it was so important to have the Undersecretary of Agriculture come from Washington, D.C. to Montana. Literally, we're here on a wheat farm.
Roundtable attendees discussed topics ranging from disruptions in production.
We feed the world, but we found out in the last 2 or 3 months that we're struggling.
To meatpacking market manipulation.
If something isn't done from a legislative standpoint immediately, this entire cattle feeding industry and the cattle industry following it is going to change, and it's not going to be to the benefit of producers.
Senator Daines also talked about a potential second wave of funding for the coronavirus food assistance program, but wouldn't say if the relief amount would be another $19 billion.
I would anticipate that Congress will look at replenishing that fund, because when that package passed in March, it was based on a set of assumptions that this was going to probably be something that was more short-lived, maybe a few months. The number will be to be determined, but clearly I support putting more funds back into to that program, like we did with PPP.
Senator Daines ended the roundtable by saying that we know much more now about COVID-19 than we did originally back in March. He also added that without the agriculture industry, there is simply no economy in Montana. In Great Falls, Matt HOLZAPFEL, MTN News.
The senator and the undersecretary also addressed topics like food security and how some farmers were left out of relief programs. Daines said he expects the next round of funding to be passed by early August, and he hopes that the additional funds will meet the needs of even more Montana farmers and ranchers. And stay where you are, because